Smash Brothers Date Night is the complete antithesis of Mario Kart Date Night. Where I at least stood a chance against him racing karts, in Smash Brothers, it's like the equivalent of watching a toddler go head to head with a trained mixed martial artist. Apparently, my boyfriend had a rough childhood of getting his shit kicked in by the older brothers of every friend's birthday party he ever attended. Being the oldest in his family, he made it his sole purpose to become the very thing he swore to destroy, and became a Smash god in order to take his rightful place in the food chain. And to his credit, I've seen the way his younger brother's friends look at him, and I'm not good. By the time we'd met, my boyfriend had long since laid down his controller and moved on to other endeavors, but I'll never forget the first time I watched him humiliate the group that was always playing in my dorm lounge. That's when I made the mistake of asking him if he could teach me how to play.
Are you sure you're ready for that? I mean, really ready?
I guess so.
Neat. We'll start tomorrow.
My boyfriend has sat me down with his Microsoft PowerPoint slideshow on how to execute the combos and do the different moves about 1,000 times. But you gotta understand that to me it all just starts looking like GameCube SpaghettiOs. Up B, recovery, forward smash, down special, ledge guard, what the hell is going on? Come on! I gave my life for that attack. How are you not dead?
How do you kill that which cannot die?
I don't know why he bothers wasting his time. He hasn't learned by now that as soon as the match starts, I'm gonna forget everything we talked about and just start swinging. There's a reason we call it Mash Bros. Similar to how we compete in every era in Mario Kart, we challenge each other to the battle of the ages with Smash Bros, going all the way back to the N64 when there were like 12 characters and even less polygons, and fighting our way console by console. Everyone is here, Brawl, Melee, and that one on the 3DS that didn't even have a fighting name. My personal favorite is Brawl because things feel a little slower, and I find it fun using nunchucks in a fighting game.
Damn you! I almost nunchucked you, you don't even realize.
Ouch.
It's a lot easier to keep up with, but you could make an argument that it only gives him the advantage because he thinks twice as fast as he plays. Either way, that one has Latin singing, so it's always a good time. With each iteration of the game, there's more and more characters to choose from. It takes me a second to find my character, and can you blame me? The list just keeps getting longer. Once I finally do find who I want to play as, I have a literal second to think about it before he's clicked through and picked a stage. Now you're probably gonna laugh at me for this, but I get super particular about what color my character is. Wait, I didn't get to pick my color!
Sorry. Here you go.
Thank you. He and his buddies all have mains, which is just try hard for favorite character. Anyways, there's a rule that he's not allowed to use that one against me, and if he taunts, all hell breaks loose. Oh, you did not just do that. It probably sounds like I am complete trash at this game, but the reality is I only seem that way when I'm playing with him. Whenever we have a tournament with friends or family, I pretty much always finish at the bottom of the top.
You could be towards the bottom of the top.
My favorite strategy is to just let him and his brother duke it out while I sit in the corner and try not to act suspicious. Let the two of them beat each other to a pulp, and then I can swoop in and fight the winner. A tainted victory is still a victory, and when they've got a 15-year lead on you, you gotta do whatever it takes. It does sour the experience though, that I always seem to win at the same time when we unlock a new character, and then my boyfriend is forced to watch in horror as I get my ass handed to me by a level 3 CPU in front of his brother.
Dead.
I'm a little late to the party, and so I'm sort of ill-informed, but apparently there's a lot of controller debauchery going around, and people prefer to play on one that's over 20 years old. Nice going, Nintendo. Anywho, we can never agree on who gets to play with the Pro Controller, so we'll usually have an opening warm-up match just to decide on that. Oh, hand it over! No. One thing we can agree on is the stages. I have a hard enough time with all the flashy moves happening all at once, but then you throw in things like the floor moving and my brain just flatlines. He and his buddies always set the stages to a mega, which is probably the only reason I lasted as long as I did back when I was a beginner. Though it pains me to admit that I still make the occasional walking off the stage blunder here and there. I have no idea where I am.
I think you just fell off the stage.
A good relationship rule of thumb is to never play Smash together before bed in bed. You say it's just gonna be a quick round, but then it turns into best 2 out of 3, and then you want to switch characters, and next thing you know, we need a referee and a notary because we're playing for pinks. Good thing we share the car. A lot of the time, my main play when fighting my boyfriend is to just throw confusing decision after confusing decision his way. He's so used to playing against rational people that he sometimes really loses his footing when I throw him a curveball. It's the classic girlfriend strategy of if I don't know what I'm doing, then neither can you.
Oh shit!
At the end of the day, whether he runs out of stock first or I do, if I can get him laughing hard enough, I consider it a win.